Test. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin. This is the regular session of the City Council meeting. The time is 7:10, and the mayor will begin.
Hey friends, we're getting started. Hey Culver City, we're getting started. Thank y'all so much.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and read our oral statement of land acknowledgement. Our full statement is I'm sorry, I don't have, hopefully staff can support with that. It's going to be hopefully not as long an evening, but hopefully we can work together. Thank you. So we are moving forward with our oral statement of land acknowledgement. The full statement is posted in the back of the room. The City of Culver City formally acknowledges that the land we inhabit today is the ancestral land of Indigenous peoples who have lived here for millennia. The City of Culver City honors the Gabrielino people, past, present, to supporting and uplifting the Gabrielino people and to fostering a deeper understanding of the histories and identities of all Indigenous peoples in this region. We encourage all residents and visitors to join us in respecting and caring for this land. The city affirms its support for the rights of these Indigenous communities and for the preservation of their cultural legacies. All right, and there is no action to report, or no report on action taken in closed session. We're going to move now to community announcements. Council Member Vera.
No, I'll save all my remarks for later on, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, Council Member Erickson.
Thank you. I just want to highlight the Christmas tree lighting we had, and I just want to
Culver City to the world. And also this past Saturday, I was able to attend the second swearing in, the first in person, of our supervisor, Holly Mitchell, who focused on her commitment to the community, which included the first ever community oath. So congrats to Supervisor Mitchell on her reelection. And just want to wish and hope everyone a happy holiday, however you choose to celebrate and honor those, and Happy New Year. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Vice Mayor O'Brien.
Yeah, happy holidays to everyone. Second what Councilmember Erickson said about the tree lighting ceremony, it was wonderful. Incredible number of people that came out for that. I love to have our community together, enjoying everything that we have to offer in our city. I also want to thank Amazon for co-sponsoring that, as well as much needed care items for the folks that are housed at our wellness village. Everything from blankets to front door mats to rolling racks to bathrobes. We were able to purchase quite a bit of care items, and I know the people there will be very happy to have those. So thanks to them for their generosity.
Thank you. I'll try to be brief. I just want to give deep appreciation to staff, the One Day Museum, all of our women-owned businesses that supported the State of the City last month. Feels like forever ago now, but really grateful for the community coming out, all of our sponsors, our school district, and everyone that volunteered and that was a part of that. I also just want to amplify, I had the opportunity recently to just came in this afternoon from a conference in San Antonio that was sponsored by Accelerator for America, which was really fantastic, tackling big issues, nationwide issues around housing, thinking about our early childhood crisis, all of these things that are happening. So I was really grateful to be in that space, as well as the U.S. Conference of Mayors had a conference in San Diego on water, and figuring out that issue and how that ties into all of our goals and how we move our community forward. So just really grateful for those spaces and the leaders that were in that space and for having me. I also want to just uplift our Clean Power Alliance as a partner in clean power in Culver City. We're one of the highest levels in terms of buy-in from our neighbors, in terms of folks who are actually getting clean power. And CPA is the largest supplier of renewable energy. It hasn't been that long, but the impact has been really, really huge in the region and beyond. So I'm really proud for our presence on that board and the work that that team is doing. And I just want to give a little plug to Laid Cookies. They're a small business in the Arts District. They donated some cookies in the back for colleagues and staff. I'm sorry I don't have enough for everyone here, but I just want to give a plug to that amazing business that just wanted to celebrate everything that's happening this evening. So, okay, we are going to move now. Is there any updates from commissions, boards, or committees, or any information items from staff?
None.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Look at us. We're going to move now to a joint public comment. Do we know how many speakers we have so far?
Currently, we have 10 speakers.
Okay. I think we can do
Therefore,
that.
they will get 2 minutes each.
Okay, we can do that. Thank you. And if we can make sure to read our hate speech comment as well.
As Deputy City Clerk Tiana Allen pulls up the names, I will read the statement regarding hate speech. Members of the public have a right to speak on matters that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the City Council. However, this council strongly denounces hate speech and does not tolerate disruptive behavior in our meetings. Culver City prides itself on its diverse community and inclusion of all people. We are committed to creating a safe space in the city and in these chambers where members of our community feel included and respected.
Get prepared. We have Dr. Luther Henderson, Al the Zionist, Michael Kopi, Nava Wiseman, Rosie Gable, Mariah Fontaine, Emily Fisher, Maria Begg, Hung Ninh Ngam Elbeck, and Joshua M. Idra. Our first speaker is Dr. Luther Henderson.
Mayor, council, years. You should be commended. I commend you for the service that you've done for Culver City and in dealing with all of the matters that come before you. The time and effort is appreciated by this citizen, and just wanted to say that. I also wanted to congratulate, I also wanted to thank Councilman Erickson for his yeoman work during the years, and I appreciate your service, sir. And thank you on behalf of myself and my family. I also want to, we wish them Godspeed and diligence and effort to make Culver City the greatest city that we can have in our Los Angeles County. Again, thank you very much for your service. You're appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Al the Zionist.
Good evening, council members. I'm not just a Zionist, I'm a proud Zionist because I believe that the Jewish people have a right to freely live in their homeland, the land of Israel, also known as the land of Zion. In the last year or so, the Culver City Council chambers has been targeted by filthy and disgusting, racist, pro-Hamas anti-Semites, along with their sadistic and self-loathing Jews for Hamas allies who come to these beautiful chambers. Led genocide in Gaza is not just a lie, and it's not even a damn lie. It is the biggest fraud in recorded history to characterize Jews defending themselves as committing genocide. This fraud is designed to obfuscate the real intentions of the filthy and disgusting racist pro-Hamas anti-Semites, which is to execute a second Holocaust with the rape and murder of 7.5 million Jews who are living in their homeland, the land of Zion. We all saw what Hamas did on October 7, and we have all heard them, the racist promise to continue raping and murdering Jews. Clear message to the filthy and disgusting racist pro-Hamas anti-Semites: they are not wanted here. Rather than agendizing a ceasefire resolution, which would allow Hamas to regroup and rearm in order to continue raping and murdering Jews, let's agendize a resolution calling for more aid to Israel. Let's help Israel free Palestine from Hamas.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Michael Kopi with 1 minute seated.
Folks, I'm not going to take much of your time this evening. I'm changing my gear because there's so many folks here, I guess, to welcome the new council member. What I'm going to provide for you, though, is a kind of a basic outline of how the planning department was able to kind of snooker you into trying to basically eviscerate community out of this as well. I'm a former union organizer. I'm probably a lot farther left politically than all you folks. I organized the Directors Guild of America in San Francisco, the stage directors and choreographers here in Los Angeles. It's a different union. I was the field representative for the United Farm Workers in South Dade County, that's Miami, a long time ago. I'm not giving up, and neither are we over there. When you have this community outreach program all fixed, and there's things that need to be fixed, things that will actually even help developers and make it cheaper for them and more effective. I'm going to leave these. Who's the clerk? Good evening.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Nava Wiseman.
Hi, my name is Jordan Kang. I'm a junior, and I'm part of the Culver City Unified School District Green New Deal team, a group of students that work to make the school district more sustainable through policies and events. The climate crisis matters to young people in Culver City. For us, our planet is our future. The effects of climate change climate disruption are not some far-off concept. They're right here, right now, causing detrimental impact to our communities every day. We now experience much warmer summers, abundant waste, increased wildfires, and more illnesses brought on by poor air quality. As young environmentalists in Culver City, we know how difficult it is to get environmental policy and climate actions passed, but we persist. We do this because we know we deserve to have Culver City be the most environmental friendly it can be. This is also why we urge the council to make the very important decision to declare a climate emergency.
Declaring a climate emergency would put Culver City in partnership with Los Angeles, which is part of the C40 consortium, which works to better prepare for potentially devastating climate-driven local impacts on safety, health, city finances, and the economy. It's important to treat the climate crisis like the crisis that it is, not to cause panic, but rather to incite change and get people and corporations motivated to change their habits and policies to align with environmentally friendly practices that our planet so desperately needs. This declaration is sorely needed, as evidenced by the estimation that the local impacts of climate change could cost Culver City upwards of $43 million. Putting ourselves at the forefront of the climate movement would not only make us a leader for others to follow, but would also allow us to implement change-making initiatives that will better the quality of life for all Culver City inhabitants, present and future. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Rosie Gable. Rosie, you've been unmuted. Go ahead.
Good evening, members of the City Council and Mayor O'Brien. I want to congratulate our new City Council member, Bubba Fish, who I personally did not vote for. After a long count that went a week past election night, he won just empathy. I would like to remind all those that might not be aware what Mr. Bubba Fish, Jasmine McMorrin, and Freddie Pouza stand for, as promised to their base. Defund our police department, bring back transient camps, remove traffic lanes in a city with insufficient and/or dangerous public transport, help developers build 3 to 4 units on any lot without regard to traffic and infrastructure, promote anti-Israel or pro-Hamas activism, and so on. We will not put up with this, with a destructive agenda, and will go. Thank you.
I think our next speaker is Mariah Fontaine.
Good evening, Council. My name is Mariah Fontaine. I'm a resident of Culver City, a homeowner, and a teacher at Culver City High School for the past 16 years. The reason I'm here today is because if the truth is not spoken, it is lost. And I'm here to bear witness to the truth. The word martyr in Arabic is shaheed, and it literally means to witness, which is also the meaning of the word in the New Testament for martyr. And so I want to bear witness to what's happening in Israel, Palestine, with our tax dollars and with our complicity as US citizens. So Amnesty International, which is the largest human rights organization in the world, published a report on December 5th, 2024, that Israel is committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. Research has found sufficient basis to conclude that Israel has committed and is continuing to commit genocide against Palestinians in the occupied Gaza Strip, the organization said in a landmark new report. The subtitle of the report is "You Feel Like You Are Subhuman, Israel's Genocide Against Palestinians in Gaza." This documents how during its military offensive launched in the wake of the deadly Hamas-led attacks in southern Israel on October 7th of 2023, Israel has unleashed hell and destruction on Palestinians in Gaza, brazenly, continuously, and with total impunity. Amnesty International's report demonstrates that Israel has carried out acts prohibited under the Genocide Convention with the specific intent to destroy Palestinians in Gaza. These acts include killings, causing serious bodily or mental harm, and deliberately inflicting on Palestinians in Gaza conditions of life calculated to bring about their physical destruction. Month after month, Israel has treated Palestinians in Gaza as a subhuman group, unworthy of human rights and dignity, demonstrating its intent to physically destroy them. Our damning findings must serve as a wake-up call to the international community. This is genocide. It must stop now. And I'm just quoting and reading. These are not my words. I'm just here to bear witness to what's happening and ask that the council, on behalf of the residents of Culver City, declare a ceasefire, a mutual and permanent ceasefire of all sides, that we stand up for peace, for blessed are the peacemakers. Thank you.
I think our next speaker is Emily Fisher.
I'm going to start just by talking to you because we have so little time and I'll never get through this. I sent an email to all of the members that are present. I don't have the Bubba email, so he didn't get it, but hopefully it's long, but I hope you'll take time to look at it because, and I also gave, I don't know if this was dispersed to them. Was this dispersed to them? I gave it to her. Okay, anyway, what they are highlighted excerpts from the original general plan. I may be the only person that ever stands before you that has read both the old general plan and the new general plan. And I unfortunately had to stand in front of this council and find a nursery on Sepulveda Boulevard instead of a 5-story hotel that was never even applied for a franchise. In the packet that I gave, in the email that I gave you, there are a lot of details and studies talking about the problem with high roadway air pollution and how it affects everyone, including me, who's wearing a mask because I lived too many years too close to the freeway, and so now I have emphysema. So does the person across the street from me, as well as 2 people that are dead within 4 houses of me. So one of the problems that you people keep ignoring, some people think that bicycles are the answer, and it's not. But one of the things that Mr. Erickson pointed out at a meeting that I saw was that idling cars create the most pollution of anything. So it does no good to keep building these giant projects on Venice Boulevard, Washington Boulevard, and Hannum, which you're going to go to later on tonight, where you've gone from approximately 50 parking spaces in a 2-story building to 428 parking spaces. I assume that means cars.
Our next speaker is Maria Begg.
Ms. Maria, I'm here tonight with Culver City Residents for Peace, and I wanted to tell you about the candlelight vigil that we held outside of City Hall prior to the start of this meeting. It started at 5 p.m., and it's a really beautiful display, and it's still there, so I invite all of council and everybody that's in chambers tonight to come out and see it. It's a beautiful representation in honor of the children that have been killed in Gaza, at least 17,000 children. And to honor those children, we are doing a toy drive. So I encourage everyone to participate. We know even though we live in Southern California, it is still very cold. And there are unfortunately a lot of people that do not have warm clothes to keep themselves protected, especially at night. And so we are asking especially for shoes and clothes, winter jackets, hats, things like that, that can be donated to the church and the other local organizations. And that will all be in honor of the children of Gaza. And so again, like I said, we have a really beautiful representation outside. It shows all of the donations we've collected so far. There's a lot of really pretty toys for kids, to have, and shoes and clothes. And so it's just a really beautiful moment. And it was a really beautiful visual that we held before. We had children came and they sang, and we had somebody playing the oud, and there were really powerful speeches about how our community is feeling and how we're impacted and how we're finding strength within ourselves and we're finding strength within our community. And we hope that, that can be seen and that can be recognized, that we are a group that is advocating for peace. We are a group that is advocating for love and community. And we want that to be seen. And we invite everybody to come and join our movement. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Hung Nagayam Elbeck.
Hi, my name's Huong Nhiem Albeck. I'm a local resident. And I actually had a 30-second video to have invited you to the vigil that was performed today. And it was a beautiful memorial to pay homage to the lives of the children lost in Israel, Palestine, Lebanon, and the Middle East. If you have a chance, I'll send you the video and hopefully you'll like it. Thank you.
Thank you. And our final speaker is Joshua M. Adra.
Hi, Culver City Council. Thanks for letting me speak. I get the impression from Safe Streets for All and MOVE that there is a push to phase out all private car ownership in Culver City. This is concerning to me as 95% of Culver City households, both houses and apartments, own at least one car. 63.6% of Culver City workers drive to work and 3.3% carpool. Non-Hispanic whites only make up 47% of Culver City. So not only will a majority of Culver residents suffer, but a diverse set of Culver residents will suffer. Culver residents love their cars because of versatility in time schedules, privacy, the ability to carry heavy and numerous loads, and the ability to spontaneously travel and have adventures in close or far areas. Cars also shield from rain and heat, allow people to escape natural disasters, and save people from emergencies like transporting a pregnant mother to the hospital, all things bikes and mass transit can. LA mass transit can be dangerous. Stabbings, sexual assaults, robbery, and drug overdoses have occurred there, and it will be overcrowded if cars are phased out. Some criticize cars for safety, yet one is more likely to die from chronic liver disease, kidney disease, diabetes, drug overdoses, Alzheimer's, chronic lower respiratory diseases, cerebrovascular disease, cancer, and heart disease than driving cars. In fact, medical error deaths occur 5 times more than car deaths in the U.S. in a year. People talk of climate change, yet a few prominent scientists question this consensus. Consensus can be wrong. In fact, the history of the science community's treatment of the mentally ill is strong evidence of this fact. Some prominent former U.S. officials have also speculated that some extreme weather could actually be scientific experimentation gone awry, implying that the average car driver is not to blame. As for dirty emissions, innovation will eventually keep up. We have the catalytic converter. Alternative fuels like compressed natural gas and industrial hemp are possible clean alternatives. As I've demonstrated, cars are good for society, relatively safe.
Your time is up.
Innovation
Thank
can
you.
make them clean.
Thank you. That was our final speaker for items not on the agenda.
Thank you. We're moving on to receipt and filing of correspondence received by 3 p.m. today. Can we go ahead and have a motion to file those correspondence? We're doing a receipt and filing. If staff can help me with the volume, or if we need folks who need hearing supports, can we provide that as well?
Yes, if anyone needs assistive listening devices, we have, I think, 2.
Do we have a motion to receive and file?
I need to have a voice motion and second, please.
Sounds
Take a
good.
motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilmember Vera. Please hold, we're having technical difficulties. Okay, and the second was O'Brien, Vice Mayor O'Brien. And that is to receive and file the correspondence. Please vote. All members have voted, and that motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. We'll be taking the order of the agenda as it is listed. We're moving on to consent. Any items to pull? Councilmember Vera.
None from me, Mayor.
Councilmember Erickson.
None.
Councilmember Puza.
Could we just take a separate vote on C7?
Yes.
Please, thank you.
Vice Mayor O'Brien.
None.
Okay. So being that do we have any public comments on any of those?
Yes, we have public comments, 3 for item C7, but we also have an update from staff for consent item 3.
Okay.
So do you want to do C3 first?
Yep, let's just take them in
Okay,
order.
great.
Thank you.